In a world of podcasts, one rises in the night to destroy them all. The elder god in an ocean of noise, the Cthulhu of the airwaves. This is Spoiler Country.
Got it. Wow.
How long has it been? How long has it been? At least 1 minute.
I'm going to say at least 10 whole minutes.
Ooh, I'm going to up you there and say at least 15 because it's been a while.
Yeah, I feel really low on my seat.
Oh, you look like you're like squatting on the floor. There you go.
That's a little better. I don't know. I'm still really low. It's this seat I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's an exciting way to start a show.
Right. All right.
Let me adjust my shit real quick.
All right, guys. Welcome back to Spoiler Country. It's been a bit. We've had a lot of stuff come out. You just haven't. Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of the back end work, but not doing anything. Kenric and I have been trying to meet to record for ever. And it's mostly recently, last month or two, it's been all me saying
you just don't show up. No communication. Don't show up.
I ghost you. I'm sorry.
I was like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm going to be home at this. Do you want to record? I get home. Yep. And then I get home. And I'm like, so no, nothing. You don't even like say, oh, hey, man, I'm tired. But, you know, the thing that really got me is that you responded to Casey in another chat with all three of us and then ignored me asking if we're going to do anything. I'm like, what?
You're going to call me out live on the show? Come on, man. Come on. I ain't make me look like an asshole.
You know what you're doing, man. I know what you're doing.
To be fair, I forgot and I was busy and I was working till 1 a.m. last night getting shit done. So
Boo-hoo.
I know. First world problems. Anyways, today, what are we doing? What are we doing today? This is a quick one, but what are we doing?
We're just going to chat. Right? We're just chatting about. Or are we going to watch it?
No, we're just going to chat about it. Yeah.
Okay. The new Doctor Strange.
We're not set up to have it play with us right now. So.
Right. Well, you could share your browser out.
Yeah, it's too much work.
And then do all that. But the new Doctor Strange trailer dropped. Well, as of us recording, it was dropped yesterday.
Yeah. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
What was your first reaction?
Honestly, my first reaction was like, isn't this just basically a trailer with, I've seen a trailer for it already. You know what I mean?
Did you catch the voice the first time?
No, not until you said it.
Yeah. I caught the voice as soon as it happened. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we'll say it in a minute, but go watch the trailer and go to minute marker 117 and watch right there and you'll hear the voice.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I think it looks amazing.
Him.
Watch it not be him. It's a voice. It's some like voice double.
Or just somebody that like, you just like, it's just not him. It's just somebody that maybe sounds like him.
Right. But I think it looks really good. I'm excited. This trailer got me way more excited for the movie than the one that was after the end of Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
The one in Spider-Man, I was like, it's cool, but whatever. This one, I was like really
excited. Called out for that one.
You did?
Yeah, because I tweeted it that the Doctor Strange thing was after. And I was like, oh, what are you doing, man? And I'm like, it's a trailer.
It's a trailer. Like, it's a trailer. It wasn't an extra scene. It's a freaking trailer. Whatever.
And even the extra scene. Oh, by the way, spoilers if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home.
But who hasn't? The movie's made
like the end of the Venom, the extra scene with Venom, they talked about it, though, before the movie even came out.
I know.
It wasn't like a surprise.
Yeah. I was not happy with that. And then left a little piece of Venom in it or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing it the way they're doing it. I don't understand Sony at all for messing with a storyline that has been canon for over 30 years.
And they have an opportunity to do it right. I don't know. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that.
No.
This trailer. So, Multiverse of Madness. So, do you know
what happens when we haven't chatted for a long time?
I know, right? Do you know who America Chavez is? The character, the girl in this trailer that he's with in the comics?
Yeah, she drives a motorcycle in the comic books. I have her first appearance.
Do you know what her powers are?
No.
So her powers are she can open portals between dimensions, between realities.
Oh.
So she's kind of perfect for this movie because she can she opens portals between the two.
Yeah.
And she looks great. And I'm excited to see her in this movie. And spoilers for now, for what we talked about a minute ago, Patrick Stewart is in this as Professor X, presumably.
This is what Johnny believes is happening.
I mean, it's clearly Patrick Stewart's voice. Clearly.
You don't see his face. So this is going to be funny if it's not. That's all I'm saying. It'll be funny if it's like, I don't know, the alternate version of Benedict Cumberbatch or something.
It's just Nick Fury.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
No, David Hasselhoff. So to set the scene up, if you haven't watched it or if you're watching it now, it's Doctor Strange's cup that he walks into a room with like these people up on a podium, whatever, and you hear the iconic.
Kind of remind me of the Time Lords in Loki.
Right, exactly, same thing, same concept. But you hear the iconic voice of Patrick Stewart, John Picard and Professor X say, it's time we should tell him or something. We should tell him or something like that, right? And what that is, in my humble opinion, and this is also talking with Robert. Robert actually predicted this scene and being in the trailer.
Robert Slavinsky of Bridging the Geekdoms. If you want to know.
Like 2 weeks ago, he texted me and said, "Hey, here's what's going to happen in the movie." Yeah, and he called this scene out like pretty spot on.
Okay, just to make it clear, Robert does this with all the movies. Yeah, and 99% of the time, he's wrong. He was
right here, though. He was right on this one. But presumably, this is Doctor Strange being brought into the Illuminati, the Marvel's Illuminati,
right?
Which is going to be interesting because that's.
Are you looking it up?
Well, I'm pulling. I wrote you a list of who they all are. I forget all their names off the top of my head. I forgot Black Bolt when I was talking about it earlier, but so the Illuminati in the comics.
You said Black Bolt. You said Black Bolt
when I was talking to Kaylee earlier, my wife. Oh. But in the comics, the Illuminati is Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Reed Richards, Namor, Iron Man, and Professor X. That's the Illuminati. Well, we can almost confirm from this show that Professor X, Patrick Stewart's going to be in this movie as part of the Illuminati. And I'm wondering, are they going to introduce Namor in this? Because he's part of the Illuminati, right? And they've been trying to find a way to introduce Namor into the Marvel Universe anyways. This would be a great way to bring him in. Now, if they're bringing in Patrick Stewart as Professor X, and Iron Man, Tony Stark, or Robert Downey Jr. is dead, and if they're gonna follow the comics at all, for Reed Richards, are they gonna bring in Reed from the first Fantastic Four franchise or from the second one? Hopefully, the first one, not the second one.
Yeah, who wasn't in the first one? The second guy wasn't bad. It was just all the people they chose to be the fan, as you like to say, the fan four stick. I thought
that was how they wrote it.
Yeah. I thought they were fine. It's just the writing and direction was bad.
It's a bad movie. It's a movie it has no.
Well, that's the thing, though. I don't think it was the actor's fault. I think it was just bad writing, bad direction.
I agree. But
so if they have the guy from the last one,
look, I'm just saying I would rather them tie in the first franchise than the second franchise. Okay.
Yeah.
Because then we
how
can
do you do Johnny Storm? Do you have?
Yes, you have Chris Evans do Johnny Storm. Why not?
I just don't think that'll work. He's too much Captain America now.
Hopes and dreams, right? Hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Do you think Tom Cruise is going to be Iron Man?
So that's the rumor, right? Because if you don't know, Tom Cruise was actually in the running to be Iron Man originally before Robert Downey Jr., but it fell through.
Yeah.
There's been talks of him showing up in this as Iron Man from another universe.
How different. That was my GoPro going dead.
Yeah. No, that would be I mean, I'm glad Tom Cruise wasn't Iron Man, but that would be cool to have him in this.
Why are you glad he wasn't Iron Man? Are you not a Tom Cruise fan by any stretch? Why?
I'm not a Tom Cruise. I've never.
Is it the Scientology?
No, I've never disliked his movies, but I've also never liked him enough to follow him. I've never I've seen Mission Impossible 1 and 2 or whatever, and maybe 3, but I
haven't watched any of them after 3.
Right. Those movies just aren't my cup of tea. I just don't care.
I love Top Gun.
I don't care. Top Gun's fine.
But I love Top Gun, and I actually liked Cocktails when it came out, but that I was 14, so it was
perfect
stupid.
For you.
Yeah, and I liked it in Days of Thunder too, but I watch it now and it's not very good. I love Jerry Maguire though. But that's one of my all-time favorite movies, and he's amazing in that.
So I'll say this real quick.
Yeah,
I can't tell you a Tom Cruise movie that I've watched that I didn't like.
Yeah,
he's a great actor. He's just one of those actors. I'm he's just there. He was already super famous when I started watching his movies, so I just didn't care, right? Sure. And he probably would have done a fine job as Iron Man. I mean, he would have done fine. It would have been fine.
Here's the problem with it, though. For me, I like Tom Cruise. I think you're right. It probably would have been fine, but it would have been a Tom Cruise movie. I don't think the Marvel Universe would have been born out of it.
Exactly, and that's
not like it was, because Robert Downey Jr. at that time was
falling down.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't down. I mean, he was still Robert Downey Jr. and he had already gone through all of his trials and tribulations with drugs and all that. He was over that. He was sober. Everything was on the way up for him, but he was moldable.
Yeah.
He was willing to take directions where when Tom Cruise goes on the set, it's his direction. Doesn't matter who the director is.
Yeah.
You know, so it's him. And so it's different. It's my whole complaint with the Eternals.
Right.
You have Angelina Jolie in this role that doesn't make sense, because when you see her, it's Angelina Jolie. She has to be something like, she has to be a celestial or something that is, you know, that is on the screen for like 5-10 minutes that you get to go, oh my God, that's Angelina Jolie. That's kind of funny. That's cool, right. You know?
Which is exactly why Tom Cruise would work as Iron Man in this concept.
Yeah. And it was like, okay, okay. So I'm a little excited to see if they do it with him.
I hope they do it.
Now that they've had the success with Robert Downey Jr., he might be more inclined to do it Disney way.
Yeah.
Or how you say Feige?
The Feige way.
Yeah. You know, and take that direction, because like, no, dude, you're not bigger than what these are now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? 15 years ago, you would have been, but not now.
The Marvel Universe is huge. It's the biggest thing in the world. I watched a video about how, actually it's from Film Theory, about how to kill the MCU, and he's basically, the end was basically, as long as people go to see them, which they will, the MCU will never die, because every movie is basically a commercial for tons of merchandise that they make billions of dollars off of.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is they're going to have down movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know, but even their down movies like Dark World, Thor: The Dark World, right? Still a super important movie. Tons of things happen in that movie.
Well, yeah, they
were brought
it
back, and so it's like, oh, there was a lot of actual storytelling in that you don't realize happened.
Exactly, and that's why even their lowest movie, Dark World, The Dark World, still made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm excited for this movie now. On May 6th, I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did for Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Are you really?
I'm going to rent a theater out for it, and you're obviously welcome to come. I'm going to invite the family. I'm going to invite all the friends. I think because for No Way Home, I rented out a theater, and we all went and saw it. And it was amazing because it was just us in the theater.
Yeah. And, well, everybody paid.
Right. That's the thing. I was just going to say that everybody paid their part. So it's not like me being a baller.
Like, he's the big baller that paid.
I fronted the cost. Everybody paid me back, you know, but it's just, I think that's way more exciting because it's just.
I did forget to send you guys like $30. I sent it I think I sent it like 2 months later. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to send this.
Now Kaylee was like, the fuck, Kenric?
I shouldn't have said anything. You probably would have forgot.
I didn't. I forgot. I don't want to give a shit. But yeah, I'm going to do that again. So obviously you're welcome to come to that, Kenric. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. It comes out actually right. My mom's birthday is the 3rd. It comes out right her birthday weekend.
Nice.
So she'll be there again too, which is going to be awesome. So I'm excited.
That's so funny. Your mom's all into these movies.
It's only because it's on her birthday every year, and it's something we always did together.
Yeah, that's cool. All right,
guys.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse. Go check it out. If you haven't seen the trailer, go to YouTube and
we'll link it below too.
Yeah, we'll link it below, or just go there and search. It'll probably come up if you're watching this or listening to this.
It's probably on
you're already a fan. It's probably on your homepage of YouTube as soon as you go there.
Yeah, exactly. So
check it out. Remember Mark 1:17. Tell us if you think that's Patrick Stewart.
Yep. Cool, man. Nice talking to you. See you again soon.
Peace.
Do you listen to podcasts that sound like this? Hey, welcome back to the Super OK Podcast, where our audio sounds mediocre.
Or do you prefer podcasts that sound more like this? Crisp, clear, fun, easy to listen to, and full of awesomeness? Well, then you should check out Spoiler Country, hosted exclusively over at spoilerverse.com.